I want to get your thoughts on another case. This one is a little bit more recent. I found this one to be a little more interesting than the other two. It's the Allstar JR in the Big Ten case. Are you familiar with this?
I seen, but I ain't familiar with.
Okay, so apparently you got the Ben 10 got by Allstar JR. Now the backstory is, you know, he say, she say, this crew with this crew, but we talking about the incident. So the big Ben 10 side tried to rob or beat up this guy, and while they beating him up, Allstar JR, while he's getting beat up, his chains and stuff are getting taken off of him. In the midst of this melee, somebody's pistol, now he's a felon, he didn't come to her with a pistol. Somebody's pistol fell off of them. And then he managed to get the pistol off the ground, 3 of them, and one of the people who he is Ben 10, NBA Youngboy's closest, one of his closest friends, and his rumors he might be paralyzed. Nobody confirmed it yet, but from pictures and common sense, you would think he is. And it looked like self-defense initially. He was recently picked up, I don't know if it was by the feds or the state, but he was picked up and he's being charged for, apparently they say he came back and stood, there's a picture of him coming back and standing over Ben 10 to finish him, but it was no. So they picked him up and they charged him with, I believe, as a felon with a gun or something like that, but they charged him with that. What do you think the outcome would be with that? Because he didn't come there with that gun.
Right. So this how they gonna, now he gonna scream self-defense, which we all feel like, okay, that's self-defense. They came attack you, whatever, gun drop, you grab it, pop. So what the DA, if it's the state or the prosecutor, what they're trying to do is, okay, we're gonna please all parties first. We're gonna charge him, and then we're gonna weed out what can we make stick.
Okay.
So now y'all inconveniencing this man, he gotta try to bond out, get a lawyer, you gotta spend his money. So now, on one hand, like I said, if you attacking me, and somebody gun drive, hold up, I got a chance to,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, on one hand, well, some people be like, boy, he would have had a freak. On the other hand, he might be looking at, boy, good thing I ain't, because now I got to.
But the reason why they picked him up or charged, or at least it looked like, they showed this where he's standing over Ben 10, the is jammed, well, it's out of, and they say he spit on him and kicked him out of disgust because he couldn't, and then he left because he came back to do that from what
Okay,
the police is putting out.
So what you charged me with, because like I say, the mine, I grabbed it to defend myself, they was jumping, they was crowding me.
Yeah.
So get up off it, blah, blah, blah. Now I understand, because now you got a chance to think, so when you go back to stand over and do all that, okay, so if anything, assault, spit on, right, and kick, well, if you'd have whooped him with a gun, that'd be the assault of death. But you only just spit on him and kicked him. So that should be a little battery, a little, you know, a little domestic.
And that's if they charge him, because it should be self-defense.
Right, man. So we're going to see how this play out, and we're going to be talking about this again.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that they only charged him because he left the scene without talking to anybody. Like they trying to get him to get some information.
Oh, like you flee, yeah.
Yeah, like I ain't talk to police, I ain't talk to nobody, and the next time y'all get in contact with me, you gotta call my lawyer.
My adrenaline pumping, all these, I'm not from here, these dudes charge me, I got to go, because somebody might come and try to, yeah, man.
They're gonna try to delete me.
I'll holler at y'all later.
Yeah, so that's an interesting case.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
So that they might be upset.
They denied his bond. What does that say to you?
They trying to hold him.
They just denied his bond. That was the most recent thing. Because I'm thinking like, okay, if it's self-defense, you got these things in your favor, the judge should give you a bond.
See, this is what I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's federal or state, but this is what they used to deny his bond.
Okay.
That he fled. So once you flee the scene, you're a runner now. So he left because we can't trust him. We put him on bond here.
Okay.
He said that's what they left. And he did that and just stayed put. But you gotta keep in mind, these rappers, these guys that's on the internet, so they got an image. So I can't stay put and give a statement. No. If I give a statement, now I'm a rat.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes people don't be thinking, man, I got to think for me and my family, we be being selfish, stepping in these streets, and you know, that's what we sign up for.
That's what it is. Yeah, you played by these rules, and this is
now you got to, you know. And then you know what else too?
Yeah.
I saw him online making a dance and taunting.
Oh, the big.
So they gonna use all that.
I heard about that.
I saw it. I said, look at Young and cutting up.
Yeah, and so you think that could have been something that ruffled their feathers? That made them say,
yeah,
we gotta show him, we gotta teach him.
Yeah, because you put it in our face, so we gotta go and act on this. You know, the family member might be like, y'all gonna let him do. You know how people go on both sides.
But the victim of the case is a gangster too.
Yeah, but the family not. So the family gonna step in. That's our baby. That's my people. Hey,
I got you.
Do something about this.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man. Like if I somebody, my mom gonna know my baby. Ain't, you know,
to this day, you
yeah,
my baby.
Yeah, my baby ain't do nothing wrong. My baby.